Welcome to A&M Education, College of Creativity and Technology. In this session, we will deal with fourth part of journal entries. Let's begin. 22nd, repaid Suresh's loan of Rs 8,000 along with the interest of Rs 100 on 20th Feb 2020. Suresh's loan account is representative personal account. Suresh is a receiver of the benefit, that is through cash. Therefore, debit Suresh loan account. Interest on loan is a liability. Debit the increase in the expenses. And the journal entry is Suresh's loan account debtor Rs 8,000, interest on loan account debtor Rs 100 to bank account 8,100 being settled Suresh's loan with interest by check. Here check is used, therefore the term bank is used. 23rd, rent due on 22nd February 2020 from Suma Rs 2,000. Rent account is a nominal account. Rent is an expense to the business. Therefore, according to the nominal account, debit all the expenses and losses, debit rent account. Whereas rent is due, that is outstanding rent, is a liability to the business and there is an increase in the liabilities of the company. Therefore, as per the rules, debit increase in assets or decrease in liability of a company. Credit decrease in assets or increase in liability of a company. Therefore, credit the outstanding rent account since the liabilities of the company increases. And the journal entry is rent account debtor Rs 2,000 to outstanding rent account Rs 2,000 being rent due from Suma. 24th, on 25th February 2020, outstanding rent was cleared Rs 2,000. When rent is paid, cash goes out of the business. Cash account is a real account. Credit what goes out, therefore credit cash account. When company pay off the outstanding rent, company's liability decreases. Therefore, debit outstanding rent account. And the journal entry is salary outstanding account debtor Rs 2,000 to cash account Rs 2,000 being salary outstanding paid off. 25th, prepaid rent on 27th February 2020 Rs 2,500. Here rent is paid in advance, that is called as prepaid rent. Rent is an expense or liability to the business. When the rent is paid in advance, liability of the business decreases. Therefore, debit increase in assets and decrease in liabilities. Therefore, debit prepaid rent account. Here cash goes out of the business. Cash account is a real account. Credit what goes out. Therefore, credit the cash account. And the journal entry is prepaid rent account debtor Rs 2,500 to cash account Rs 2,500 being rent paid in advance. 26th, depreciation charged on furniture Rs 300 on 1st March 2020. Depreciation is one type of expense. Expenses are always debited, which is based on debit and credit golden rule. Furniture account is a real account. Therefore, furniture account must be credited because of the furniture account decreases the value and any type of assets decrease the value is credit based on the debit and credit rules. And the journal entry is depreciation account debtor Rs 300 to furniture account Rs 300 being depreciation charged on furniture. 27th, on 2nd March, goods worth Rs 500 is given as charity. Charity account is an artificial personal account. Debit the receiver of the benefit. Here charity account is a receiver of the benefit, that is goods. Therefore, debit charity account. On the other hand, stock goes out of the business, therefore credit stock account. And the journal entry is charity account debtor rupees 500 to stock account rupees 500, being goods given as charity. 28. Mr. Naveen has not paid the debt to the business up to the end of the financial year, rupees 5,000. Therefore, this receivables amount has to be converted to bad debts. In other words, bad debts written off rupees 5,000. Bad debts is an expense to the business. Therefore, debit bad debts account. Mr. Naveen is a debtor. Debtor's account is a personal account, and according to the rule, we must credit the debtor's account. And the journal entry is bad debts account debtor rupees 5,000 to Mr. Naveen's account rupees 5,000, being bad debts written off, or amount due from Mr. Naveen became bad debts as he is declared as insolvent. 29th. On 5th March 2020, amount received from Mr. Naresh rupees 7,500 and allowed him the discount of rupees 300. This is a compound entries, that is combination of two or more journal entries. Business receives cash from Naresh rupees 7,200, that is 7,500 minus discount of rupees 300. Cash account is a real account. Debit what comes in, therefore debit cash account. Along with the cash received, the business allows discount of rupees 300 to Mr. Naresh. Discount allowed is an expense to the business, hence it is debited. Mr. Naresh's account is a personal account. He is a giver of the benefit, that is cash. Therefore, credit Mr. Naresh's account. The journal entry is cash account debtor 7,200, discount allowed account debtor 300 to Mr. Naresh's account 7,500, being cash received from Naresh and discount allowed. 30th. On 7th March 2020, amount due to Mr. Ramesh rupees 14,000 and discount received out of it rupees 500. Business dues money to Mr. Ramesh. Therefore, cash goes out of the business. Cash is a real account. Credit what goes out. Therefore, credit cash account. Discount received by the business is an income to the business, therefore credit it. Mr. Ramesh's account is a personal account. He is a receiver of the benefit, that is cash from the business. Therefore, debit Mr. Ramesh's account. And the journal entry is Mr. Ramesh's account debtor 14,000 to cash account 13,500 to discount received account 500, being paid to Mr. Ramesh and discount received. Note, if any amount paid or received through check, then consider bank account as money enters a banking system. 31st. On 20th March 2020, goods costing rupees 8,000 sold to Mr. Verma. A part of amount is received in cash rupees 4,800 and remaining on credit. Here, part of the amount is received in cash. Cash account is a real account, therefore debit what comes in, debit cash account. In this transaction, the personal account involved is Mr. Verma's account. The personal account of Mr. Verma receives a benefit of the transaction, that is goods. Therefore, debit the receiver of the benefit, debit the Verma's account. Sales account is a nominal account. Sales is an income to the business, therefore credit all the incomes and gains. And the journal entry is cash account debtor rupees 4,800, Mr. Verma's account debtor 3,200 to sales account rupees 8,000, being goods sold to Mr. Verma partly for cash and partly on credit. 32. Loan received from Canara Bank rupees 20,000 on 26th March 2020. When loan amount is received, cash comes in the business. Cash account is a real account. Therefore, as per the rule, debit the bank account. Here bank account is taken into consideration because it is assumed that amount is received in check form. Canara Bank loan account is an artificial personal account. Credit the giver of the benefit. Here Canara Bank gives a benefit, that is loan amount. Therefore, debit its account. The journal entry is bank account debtor rupees 20,000 to Canara Bank loan account rupees 20,000, being loan received from bank. 33. On 28 March 2020, settled Canara Bank's loan of rupees 20,000 along with the interest of rupees 500. Paid amount to bank. Therefore, bank account must be credited because amount goes out of the business. Canara Bank's loan account is an expense to the business and Canara Bank is a receiver of the benefit in the form of loan plus interest. Therefore, debit Canara Bank's loan account. Interest on loan is again an expense, therefore debit it. The journal entry is Canara Bank's loan account debtor rupees 20,000, interest on loan account debtor 500 to bank account rupees 20,500, being settled Canara Bank's loan amount with interest by check.